Welcome back, Vicarious viewers. My name is Vicente, and today I am reacting to Black Widow. I'm completely redoing this intro because I was a couple minutes into my intro when I realized my microphone was not working, but all fixed. It is now 1:07 a.m. The movie just dropped on Disney Plus 7 minutes ago. If it weren't for my mic troubles, I wouldn't be late to this party, but here we go. I have been really excited for this movie. Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow have been far overdue to get their own movie, and I'm glad it's finally here. Better late than never. I did watch the first teaser or trailer when it came out way back when, but I've actually kind of refrained from watching any trailers since because I know, like, the first official trailer is usually the best one, and anything after that is when they start, like, getting into spoilery territory, giving you a little too much, and I want to be surprised. I want to, like, go into this without too much given away visually. Even though in a trailer a lot of things can be out of context, so you don't really know what's going on. It's still better to, like, get all those great action moments and everything with virgin eyes. I do have to say, this is the first MCU, like, theatrical release movie that I have not watched first in a theater. All other movies up until Spider-Man Far From Home, I've seen the week, if not like the weekend or premiere night of, in the theaters, because I always want to get ahead of the spoilers. I don't want to be the one, like, who missed out on the premiere weekend and then pop on Facebook and see, like, everyone splashing the spoilers all over my feed. Nah, nah, nah. So that's why I'm watching this one at 1 o'clock in the morning, right when it comes out. I mean, I am fully vaccinated and is out in theaters, but I have been doing the Marvel Plus series, Loki, WandaVision, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, uh, on my channel and on my Patreon, and I figured, why not do this one too? I'm going to watch this here right now on my computer for you guys. Then, of course, I'll watch it in the living room on the big screen with the big sound system. And who knows, maybe I'll go to see it in theaters next week anyway. I'll give it all the support it deserves. Going into this, I don't really know too much to expect. I do know in the family it looks like we will be looking at people close to Scarlet, maybe not like blood relatives. Well, like her, I think it's her sister might be a blood relative, but is this like an adopted family or any of them else by blood relation? I'm assuming we'll go into her possible origins, like the Red Room, and some of her past with Hawkeye, I'm expecting. But beyond that, I don't really know what else to expect. I do know that since this takes place before Infinity War and after Civil War, that of course ScarJo's going to have plot armor for here, so I can expect that. But otherwise, everyone else seems expendable. I mean, we didn't see any of these other people in Endgame or Infinity War, so their lives are all on the line. They could all die. Um, will there be some heartfelt moments? I have tissue standing by if there are. I did also hear some rumors that what's her name? Pew 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 pew. Oh, she was really great in Midsummer. She plays her sister, and there is the possibility, I've heard, that maybe she will become the next Black Widow, to replace Scarlett Johansson now that she has, of course, perished in Endgame. Um, if you didn't know that, what are you doing here? I do want to remind you guys that this is not a market substitute. Please support the official release. See this in theaters. See this on your own subscription of Disney Plus if you have it. And if you do have your own copy and want to watch along with me, feel free to join me on my Patreon for only $5, and you can watch along with me for this movie, some other movies I have on there. I'll put a list up on the screen of what I have available on my Patreon as of filming right now. And for those of you who have come into my Patreon and watched along with me, I thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated and lets me bring you more content. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into Black Widow. I got my grapefruit gin and tonic ready as well. Oh my goodness. My phone is not on silent. Remedying that now. Ohio, 1995. Ohio? Why did I think that she was, like, Russian or something? Or at least Eastern European? Okay, the nice, heartwarming memory of them as kids in a very nice home. So they're well off. Okay, I think I hear an accent coming through. Are they spies here or undercover? I never watched The Americans, but this gives me Americans vibe.
Alright, let's go.
We can't eat dinner first? There's always time for dinner. Okay, maybe they were spies. He was collecting intelligence here in the US. And now he's been discovered and needs to flee back to Russia or Eastern Europe somewhere.
I want my song.
Bye, America. Great song. Oh, shit. So he is enhanced. Now the question is this from a version of the superhero serum like Captain America and Winter Soldier, or something else?
You need to hand me that gun.
I want to go back there. She's only 6.
You were even younger.
Oh. So she's already familiar with the Red Room by this point?
My girls. The toughest girls in the world.
Damn. Just like that? So...
What was her name? Natasha.
And that must not be her real father. Because when in Endgame they go to Vormir, Red Skull says, daughter of Ivan. And she says that she never even knew her father's name. So, how did she wind up in their care? Because I don't imagine a real father would put their children through this. One inconsistency, though, Red Skull did say daughter of Ivan, but told Gamora daughter of Thanos, even though she was stolen. Like, he didn't give Gamora her real father's name, which I was like, how does that work? I like those opening credits.
We got all exits covered.
Okay, we got that prick. Okay, so this is after the airport incident.
Nursing yourself, it looks desperate.
Where are you gonna go? Romanov?
She's like, come get me, if you dare.
I have sights on collateral 1.
Collateral 1?
Firing places 3.
Collateral damage.
5.
Oh, we're getting pew already?
Target deployed smoke.
Pew, pew,
The
pew.
package. Stay high.
Why am I spacing on her first name? Emily Pugh? Elizabeth Pugh? And who is this careless woman getting run over by cars? Oh. Oh, that was a hard twist. The fuck is that? That's new.
Free the others.
Oh. You know, living out in the middle of nowhere off the grid always sounds really nice until you, like, really think of the logistics and the inconveniences and the dangers. It can actually be very hard.
Hey. What's all this junk?
Oh, just some mail and personals from the Budapest safe house. Pest. Whatever, I knew you weren't going back there, so I put someone else in the flat now.
Are we ever going to know what happened in Budapest? Oh wait, how would Hawkeye be in this? If he is one on the raft, and even after Cap goes and rescues the other, then he has an ankle monitor. So maybe he won't be in this one. Unless he's in, like, flashbacks? Maybe to Budapest? Don't get seen. Maybe you should dye your hair again. It is really beautiful there. Oh, shit! That scared the fuck out of me. What the fuck? I thought she'd run into trouble in town. He's got his own shield? And what was in there? Oh shit. He is smooth. Or she. Is this a guy or a girl? Is the Tech Master a guy or a girl? Wait, so that looked like the case that Pew had. And how did she get them? Did I miss that? I guess I'll catch it in editing or a rewatch. Oh, sisters. Children, come on. Y'all are gonna get the cops called on you if you're making all this ruckus. That's what you get for making all this noise. Oh, fuck. My question, if those vials were able to free them when they first got attacked by the girls, why not just be like, pop in the face, pop in the face? Free them and then you have allies. Damn. At least his shield is smaller. You got a tiny shield, Taskmaster.
You didn't say one word about Dracov's daughter. You killed her.
Is Taskmaster his daughter? Maybe he survived and his daughter barely survived and he turned her into Taskmaster.
Why do you guys do that thing?
Do what?
This thing that you do when you whip your hair when you're fighting with the arm and the hand. Like a fighting pose.
It's a fighting pose. You're a total poser.
She was being cinematic.
Speeches aren't really my thing. It was more like an invitation.
To go to the Red Room and kill Dracov?
Yeah.
That sounds like a shitload of work.
That sounds hard. That's me like every morning I wake up. Florence Pugh. Okay. Earlier I was like, Emily Elizabeth? If he's enhanced, why do they have him with the general population? See, putting an enhanced person in a regular jail seems like a security risk.
Such a poser.
Kaboom!
This would be a cool way to die.
Wow. Oh, Johnny. Is it your time of the month?
I don't get my period, dipshit. Отлично. Can we throw him out the window now?
I think we should wait till we get to a higher altitude.
Agreed.
I did my best to make sure you would succeed. Everything worked out.
Everything worked out?
Yes. For you, yes. I couldn't be more proud of you.
What a heartwarming family moment. You're both ruthless killers. I love it. Oh. Oh, okay. Is she the one that developed this technology in the first place?
Honey, we're home.
Is she gonna punch him too?
Let's have a drink.
Cheers. Oh. Buddy, I know the struggle. Quarantine has done nothing for my waistline either. I had to buy new shorts. Was that just here?
Fits.
You can't defeat a man who commands the very will of others.
Oh, the pigs.
Did that purpose open the door? Yes. It did. Good boy, Alexei. Good boy.
Yeah, the pig for me.
You don't see the resemblance? Stop breathing.
No. Let it breathe, please. And you're cruel.
So there's nothing to hold on to. And those agents you chemically subjugated around the globe? That was me.
Sorry, I already alerted the Red Room. They'll be here any minute.
Fuck.
This
Oh, fuck. Shit. They came prepared. So it's like a sky fortress. Well, on the one hand, fuck you, Mom, for, like, betraying us and alerting them as soon as we got here before you even knew what we were doing here in the first place. But thank you for showing us the Red Room. So I hope you are not in their control, and I hope that you will reveal your plan to double-cross the Red Room.
I have 9 pigs that were required. Tended to in my absence.
She doesn't really give a shit about her pigs either. She was letting one suffocate until it passed out.
You look into the eyes of a child you have raised. No mask in the world can hide that. Welcome home.
Holy shit.
You feel anything when I killed your daughter?
Is this your haunted past?
I think his daughter is standing in the same room.
Thank you, Natasha. You gave me my greatest weapon. When your bomb
It is his daughter.
nearly killed my Antonia.
I called it. Now she's gonna have to kill her again. Why would you let her out of the room when Black Widow is still right there in front of you?
That was a mistake.
Right?
Was it?
Something tells me he's gonna die.
This is the last time.
Were those Black Panther claws?
Damn it.
He keeps missing his opportunities. You did it too. Hey, it's a superhero landing. Superhero landing.
I own this world.
You seem desperate to impress me.
These world leaders, these great men, they answer to me and my widows.
You just showed her the access point. Oh shit. That's a lot of them, and they certainly don't have enough of that red stuff.
You control all that from here. All in that little console.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need to kill you, I just need to destroy your console.
Thank you for your cooperation. You weren't quite strong enough, so I'll have to finish it myself.
What are you going to do?
Sever the nerve.
Oh, she fucking broke her own nose. That's like a huge sacrifice to like completely eliminate your sense of smell. I hope you never need to smell gas in the future. Nice.
Change your plan.
I completely demolished one of the engines and we were going into a controlled crash.
Thank you for flying Russian spy airlines. We will be making a turbulent landing very soon. Expect many explosions and screaming. I don't like your moves. They don't belong to you.
Took my childhood. But you're never gonna do that to anybody ever again.
No! Ugh. That's why you don't talk when you're trying to kill somebody. You just kill them.
Nobody leaves this room till she's dead. Make her suffer.
We could really use a lot of that red stuff about now. Where's Yelena? Yelena's gonna come in any moment. Right about now. There we go. Damn, I was good on that timing. Ooh. You know, your nose should be like all kinds of black and blue right now, and swollen as fuck. But, Marvel. If heroes bleed, they don't do it profusely. I think that thing would have to be really high up to be like falling this long, and if they were that high up, it would be extremely hard to breathe that high up. I get all the explosions though. If you like blow an engine and stuff and the fuel lines catch fire, that can like slowly run up the fuel lines, spread to other engines, other parts of the building. So oh shit, there we go. He's dead. But where is she going? And did she say this was fun? When she saw the avalanche, she'd be like, that would be a cool way to die. She must think this might be a cool way to die too. Oh shit. Here's your past coming to bite you in the ass. You gotta fight outside of your comfort zone. Do something novel. You bitch, you're still the one that blew me up. I mean, control or not, she's still got a legitimate reason to be, like, pissed at you. So that was pretty good. That was pretty exciting. It was a nice side story of Black Widow going back and taking out some of her dirty laundry from the past that she thought that she had already dealt with. But yeah, the fights with Taskmaster were really cool. I wish we got more of Taskmaster there near the end, but there was a lot going on there. They were fighting as they were falling from the sky, literally. Florence Pugh was really good too. Though she is a really good actress. She does really well in a lot of things she does. But I guess, yeah, she's going off with the other widows and with her mother and father. The mother of which is the one that like made the technology that controlled them all. So I don't know how the widows are going to accept that of her. It's like, you created the shit that like made our lives torture for most of our lives. Are all of them going to be so forgiving? Are some of them going to go rogue? Or some of them going to hold that against her? Will that ever come into play in future MCU endeavors? I mean, now these are other players on the field in the MCU. Florence Pugh, of course, it's like, will she come in and be the new Black Widow? At some point. Will she be recruited by the Avengers? Or make it herself at least known to them at some point? Because as far as I know, except for Hawkeye, Barton, like, no one else really knows of their existence. Well, Nick Fury probably knows, I can imagine. I mean, he's the one that recruited her, and if that was... Their final mission was to, like, destroy... I'm spacing on his name. The leader of the Red Room. If her final move to being recruited by Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was taking out him, I can imagine that Nick Fury was involved in that in some way. So he must have known about all of this. So he must know about her sister too. And who knows, maybe he will like recruit her at some point if he finds out that she's still doing her thing. But what will the rest of the widows be doing in the meantime? Will they be their uh, Eastern European Russian task force for operations on that side of the world? It's definitely a very useful spy network to have in this case. You know, people always, well, not always, but I would always hear complaints about like the over sexualization of Black Widow, especially in the early movies like Iron Man 2 and the first Avengers. And even as a gay man, like, I actually understand where they were going with that. The cleavage and the tight outfits because it fits the character itself. Because in this world, as a widow, as the Black Widow, her looks and her sexuality was her weapon. It was the way that she disarmed other people, looking glamorous and sexy and disarming them with her looks, making them think that she's not a threat so she could get close to them, so she could get information, so she could seduce them and get her shit done. So it is understandable. I don't see her sexualization as something that was like forced or heavy handed just for the sake of like drawing in fans like moviegoers. I mean, it did, probably. Most likely, it definitely brought in like fans. A lot of young men and lesbian young women were like, damn, fuck yeah. And, but it fits the character. It's what she was. And of course, throughout her time with the Avengers, her character has evolved. She hasn't relied on just those like low cut outfits and stuff to get what she needs. She was becoming more respected as like a fighter and a warrior. And she didn't need to rely on just the sex appeal anymore. And I love that like transition. But I'm not going to condemn anyone for making her sexy in the beginning. Because ScarJo is sexy. Own it. You deserve it. She looks great. But yeah. So I don't fault them for any of that. Like, it's what the Black Widow is. Oh, here we go.
Come on, Fanny.
Damn it, now they are going to make me cry. Jesus.
Sorry,
What the fuck?
I'm allergic to the Midwest.
And you're a buzzkill, bitch. This bitch.
You're not supposed to be bothering me on my holiday time, Valentina.
She knows her.
Oh, no. Coming here.
I thought we were having a good moment.
I've got your next target. Kind of a cutie, don't you think?
No. What the fuck? She could not put Scarlett's, Natasha's death on. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, now I hate that bitch more. So, Florence Pugh knows Valentina and is working for her now. I know that we did uh, spoiler warning for anyone that hasn't watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If you haven't, are you even a fan? But anyway, turn away now. I'm going to discuss it. But we know Valentina from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She was the one who approached John Walker, that dick, Mr. Not My Captain America, and is recruiting him after his horrible fiasco of a run as Captain America. Thank goodness he is no longer in possession of the shield or the suit. They gave him an entirely new suit. I was kind of unsure of isn't it Mary Louis Dreyfus, right? Mary Louis Dreyfus, that plays her. Like her portrayal of Valentina when she actually showed up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I was all like, "That's a little oddball character that she's bringing to this role," um, and she brought that here, fucking blowing her nose, like one rude, just like walking up and unauthentically blowing your nose in like what's supposed to be a genuine moment. I was crying at that point, just seeing Natasha's gravestone. And this bitch comes in and ruins the mood. But she's already working for her. I did look up Valentina's character in the greater Marvel scheme when she appeared on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and apparently she's kind of like evil Nick Fury. I didn't know that there were rumors about a coming Dark Avengers movie in the future, possibly. So this may be the rise of them, the formation of the Dark Avengers. She's got John Walker now. Now she has who is Nega Captain America. She's got Florence Pugh, who is Nega Natasha. And who else is she going to get along the way? What other properties are coming up that have potential villains that she could like recruit to like round out her roster? How many people will she have in that initial roster? Is she gonna have what, like the main 4 to 6 that we had in the first Avengers movie? I mean, technically there were 6 of them. There was Natasha, Clint, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. I would say the big 4, and then Natasha and Clint, because they're just people. Exceptional people. Great people with exceptional abilities for being human, but still, I mean, I guess you could say even Iron Man is like human, but like his suit definitely makes him a step above. uh, but yeah, I would think for the Dark Avengers, she must at least be looking for an initial 4. I would say 4 makes a team. If she gets 6, bravo. But who would be the next 2 that she acquires? Like, she has a super soldier, she has a spy. I would say she needs a tech wizard, and she needs a god. Tech wizards on the field. What about the dude in Spider-Man Far From Home? The dude that survived, the one that was one of Tony's ex-employees, the one that like General what's his name was like screaming at, like, Iron Man did this in a cave, blah blah blah, in that little flashback. Him. He was the one that like took the USB drive, and I imagine he was the one that like put together the footage that outed Spider-Man to the world and made him look like the villain. If she gets him, she has a tech wizard. But would he make his own suit? Would he just like provide one to someone else? Like, he could be one of her like guys in a chair for the operation. But I wouldn't necessarily call him one of the Dark Avengers. But maybe just someone on the team, like support wise. Can't think of anyone else at the moment. And god wise, like, there's not much to go off for Asgardians. Because I don't think Loki would join the roster. I'm watching Loki right now, and who knows what role he's going to play in the future, but I can't see him being a team player in that aspect. But yeah, that leaves open possibilities. As for the main cast in here, Scarlet was awesome, Florence Pugh was awesome, Rachel Weisz was really good. I like her in a lot of things. I loved her in Constantine as well. And Tom Hopper, he was like the goofy, fuck up but lovable, drunk failure of a father. And he was funny. He was like the comic relief of this episode, or not episode, this movie. And I enjoyed him. I think they could have done without the comedic levity entirely. They could have just gone a very like dark political thriller in the same vein as like the other Captain America movies, with like a little like some little comedic jabs here and there, but very serious. And for the most part, I think this was very serious. He did seem kind of like the lumbering goof in a very like grim world that was going on here. Because this is some dark subject matter, like mind control, little girls abducted, neutered, like having their brains scrambled. And I do appreciate the darker sides of the world that the MCU is turning towards. And I see that being like a theme going forward. If we are moving towards the Dark Avengers, we're going to have to move into some darker territory. I mean, WandaVision has already been explored, like grief and loss and the darker side of what Wanda is capable. Falcon and Winter Soldier is diving into PTSD, which was touched upon in Iron Man 3, but they're bringing it back full force with Sam dealing with the trauma of him being controlled his entire, almost, well, not his entire life, but like a majority of his life, like most of the 20th century. Um, and then Loki is a bit more lighthearted, but still with massive ramifications for like the world and the multiverse on a whole. I like the way things are going. I am super excited for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I don't think they will do like a Disney Plus day and date release for streaming with that. And even if they did, I would really love to see it in the theater for the first time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're not even there yet. That's like a year off. Again, Taskmaster was really interesting. Like, the fighting style was really good. I wish we got a little bit more of Taskmaster fighting. But what we got was pretty awesome. What else? This was actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed that. We finally got our own Black Widow movie, even though it's a flashback of sorts going into the past and reviewing what has already happened. But it's a nice return to like the big screen action. Oh, I wonder how this does play in the theaters. I'm really tempted to like actually go see this in theaters sometime maybe next week. I'm definitely going to watch it again in the living room on our big screen. But let me know what you thought of this movie. What do you think the future will be for Yelena? Will she actually take on this mission and try to just flat out kill Hawkeye? Or will she like investigate and wonder like what actually happened? Because Clint himself was really beat up about it. He wanted to be the one to give his life for this, and it was Natasha. She chose to do that. And she chose to do that knowing that her sister was out there. And what do you think the future will be of the Dark Avengers? And what will the future be of this whole Widow network of spies that is still out there? They just lost their leader, so there's definitely a power vacuum, and I can imagine a lot of them will be unsure about what they want to do. Will they still want to use their abilities for another purpose? Will those purposes be good or bad? Will they join up with Yelena and like her family and them become their own like team? But yeah, let me know. And if I couldn't include your favorite part in my YouTube edit, feel free to check out my Patreon for $5, where my full unedited reaction is available there to watch along. But yeah, Thank you for your support, and I will see you next time. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoy reactions like these. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single one. And thanks for stopping in for this Vicarious View.